last week opened with victories over East Tennessee State, and Oakland took the first two against Wright State before you saw the Raiders bounce back, get the series finale to salvage one before returning home to the greater Dayton area. So Tennessee 4-1 last week, and the Volunteers taking on Tennessee Tech tonight. This is one of their longest-standing in-state rivals. This is the 108th meeting all-time between the two schools. Tennessee comes in ranked as high as number 19 in the nation with a record of 12-4. The Golden Eagles, for longtime head coach Matt Braga, they enter this contest with a record of 7-8. As far as the last few games in this matchup, Tennessee won last year and the year before. It was back-to-back wins for Tennessee Tech before that. So the Volunteers have won 5 of the last 7 as they square off this evening here in Knoxville. Getting the ball for the Big Orange will be freshman left-hander number 29, Taylor Tracy. No wins or losses, a 1.42 earned run average, making his second start, his 5th appearance for head coach Josh Elander. He'll be opposed by right-hander number 16, Lawson Strickland. Strickland 3-0 on the season, making his 3rd appearance. Let me get another look at that. As far as Strickland, it says making his 3rd appearance, no wins or losses. So he has no wins or losses, an earned run average of 9. His 3rd appearance, his first start. He has worked 2 innings on the season. So it's Tennessee and Tennessee Tech. Why don't we go ahead and get the last word from the dugout with the coach of the Volunteers, Josh Elander, and that's brought to you by our friends at First Horizon Bank. Big bank muscle, small bank hustle, the official bank of the Vols.
Coach, this is the final game before you'll get on the bus and head to Athens, Georgia. How do you feel about your squad going into this first of 4 big games this week?
Yeah, no, I think it's easy to look ahead with what's coming on this weekend, but our focus has been on today, right? Guys had a good little work day yesterday with spring break going on, and we've had some good battles with this club over the years, so excited for a little bounce-back opportunity for our crew today.
In terms of the matchup, we've seen Blaine Brown get a couple of starts, and we also got to see Taylor Tracy. Who gets the ball this afternoon?
Yeah, we're going to hand the ball to Taylor Tracy to start today. Just really excited about how he threw the ball last week, and again, got that pitch count continues to climb, and still got a ton of faith in Blaine. We've talked about over this year how we're going to use him, whether it be an opener or out of the bullpen. So could see him out of the pen at some point tonight or anytime moving forward, but we're going to let Tracy run a little bit tonight.
Boy, he sure did have a great outing as he got to make his first start last week. What did you see then, and how do you feel that he's followed up and getting ready for today's assignment?
Well, I just liked how he attacked the strike zone. Again, obviously punching out 7 out of 9 guys is great, but there was just competitiveness over the white. That's what we like. We played some solid defense, and again, we want guys to get out of the gates on these midweek games, attack the strike zone. Let's play our game, be offensive, and play together. But I think he sets the tone very well for this group today.
As far as your lineup, I know it was frustrating over the weekend while Tennessee won the series and played some awfully good baseball to get the victories on Friday and Saturday, that there was a pretty sour taste with the lack of offense on Sunday. And having been in this position before in terms of helping guys through what might be a rough patch here or there, I'm curious, how is it that you can break maybe some bad habits somebody falls into in the batter's box and get them on track?
Yeah, I think that's the name of the game in coaching, right? You got to get the guys back on the track as soon as you can, and there's a million different ways to get there, right? Where I think some of it is mindset with our guys, some of it is effort level too much, and then there's some holistic things with the offense where, again, we just need to make sure that we're playing together to win. There's a lot of different ways to do that, whether it be bunting or hit by pitch or swinging the bat and driving it in, but, obviously a very dull end to the weekend that nobody is excited about, so that'll serve for some more motivation, but the big picture stuff, I'd rather our guys go through this now and make some adjustments and before we get into SEC play, because that's the name of the game is you're going to have success, then the other team will adjust, and our offense will have to do the same. So, again, I like this group, but now it's time for guys need to start handling their business and getting it done.
Yeah, your message has been remarkably consistent through the years, and that is it's as much about making sure somebody has the confidence in themselves to go up there and take care of business as well as doing everything mechanically sound. And I am wondering, what is the level of frustration, if that's the right word, when it comes to somebody you can just see that for whatever reason is just not into the literal swing of things?
Yeah, I think we call it getting lost in the woods, right? Again, guys struggle a little bit and they start searching for this and changing this and that. And again, we always talk about what works over the course of 56 games, right? Because again, we're still at a very small sample when you look at the big picture of the whole year. So those guys just need to take the information that we give them, whether it be approach and how we adjust, but at the same time, there needs to be a decision, right? Because in those one-on-one battles, there's nobody coming to save you. That's what we've talked about plenty. You got to make the decision to compete and make those adjustments. But, again, I think with our group, the resounding theme after Sunday was, again, guys just missing underneath the ball too much, too many fly balls, right? So we got another guy today throwing for Tennessee Tech that likes to throw heaters at the top of the zone. So a good little test for our crew to get back to work as soon as we can.
How about a quick thought on the Golden Eagles? This is a team, they played some strong competition. They've gone up against Texas A&M. They played Notre Dame. They're ready to come to Knoxville, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I think, again, when you play any in-state rival, again, it's going to be those guys are going to be hooked up and ready to go. I know it's one that's always circled on the other schedules. And I think, again, with how we played on Sunday, the buzz in the building has been really good today. And everybody's got a lot of confidence in Taylor Tracy. And I know our offensive guys are excited to control the noise a little bit and get back to what they're capable of doing.
And I see that you've made a change at the top of the lineup. Jay Abernathy had been in that slot for a while, but now we get to see Garrett Wright. He's made quite the impact since joining the lineup last week, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been phenomenal, right? He's still working back so we can get him behind the plate some as well. But, again, more than capable of playing center, running the ball down and left, and can really throw from out there too. But, he's made it very clear that he's a gritty team player, and he's going to try to find a way to get on base. And when you look at the OBP and what he brings right there, and, again, still a ton of confidence in Jay to do it up there as well. But, figured after Sunday it's time to mix and match a little bit. So we'll get – obviously Garrett will be at the top. We'll slide Brown to 2, and then, hopefully we have Henry there with guys with high OBP in front of him. And then, again, once you get to the bottom of the line, if Jay gets back to doing his thing, there could be a lot of different things we're able to do with the offense with this new setup tonight.
And then another change, you've got Tyler Myatt back in the lineup. It'll be great to see the sophomore playing second base.
Yeah, I mean, he's more than capable of changing the game in one swing, right? He's been working relentlessly behind the scenes with, Kiv and the rest of the crew on the defensive stuff, whether it be second or left. But, we need some production there, right? Our guys have been playing sound defense across the board. But, again, he's a guy we need to get in there because he's got a chance to impact the game. So great opportunity for him today, and excited to see how he does over there.
We have seen a handful of freshmen be able to get an opportunity. I am just curious, how are things going for Ethan Moore as he joined the program? You guys were excited to get him on campus. How is he doing as he works with the team?
Yeah, he's been great behind the scenes. Again, struggled a little bit this fall, but again, his game is getting better all over the place, whether it be at second base or third and doing some things, right? So he's done a great job with Kiv behind the scenes and getting better each week in practice. And that's what some of those guys need is just some more reps to be capable and get in there and get in the mix. But he's been working his tail off, and he's been doing a good job.
And then as far as the setting, it's Tennessee closing out the 6-game homestand. Not spring-like weather, but still any opportunity to go through the turnstiles at Lindsey Nelson is a great opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll take a home game anytime we can get them, right? But, again, I don't think anybody in the building was happy after Sunday. So, again, another opportunity for our guys to protect their home turf and continue to get better each day because that's where our focus needs to be going into SEC play.
Boy, it's always something when it's Tennessee against Tennessee Tech. Coach, good luck against the Golden Eagles.
Thank you, John. I appreciate you.
Comments from the head coach of the Volunteers, Josh Elander, and Vince Farrar. Tennessee has taken the field.
Yeah, good stuff as always with Coach Elander. John, let's get to the Eastman starting lineups and start with the starter for the Tennessee Volunteers. That is freshman left-hander number 29, Taylor Tracy. Last name spelled Tracey, 6'6", 195. Out of Austin, Texas, the same high school as Brandon Arvidsson, Dripping Springs High School. The freshman, no wins or losses, 1.42 the earned run average. This is Tracy's 5th appearance on the year, 2nd start. He's worked 6 1/3 innings, given up just 2 hits, 1 run that was earned. He's walked 2, struck out 9. He has not allowed an extra base hit, and opponents hitting just 0.95 against the starter today in midweek. Taylor Tracy, freshman left-hander. Here's a lineup for 7-8 Tennessee Tech for the Golden Eagles, leading up in center field, Landon Smelser. Batting second at third base, Connor Croson. Hitting third in right field, Jorsix Jimenez. Batting in the cleanup spot, shortstop Owen Lee. Hitting fifth, second baseman Eddie Garza. Batting sixth and catching Manny Garza. Hitting seventh for the Golden Eagles at first base, Nash Crowell. Batting eighth, left fielder Luke Braga. And hitting ninth, the designated hitter, Cade Fuller. The starter for Tennessee Tech is redshirt junior right-hander Lawson Strickland. Quick look at the Tennessee lineup that we'll talk more about in the bottom of the first. Garrett Wright leads off, Blaine Brown batting second, Henry Ford third, Blake Grimmer in the cleanup spot, Reese Chapman hits fifth, Stone Lawless batting sixth, Tyler Myatt seventh, Manny Marin eighth, Jay Abernathy hits ninth. That's a look at the Eastman starting lineup. It's brought to you by Eastman and our good friends at Food City. UT Recycling and Waste Connections. Remember to put your plastic drinking cups and bottles in the recycling barrels when you visit Lindsey Nelson Stadium this season. Remember, good sports always give back.
So it looks like we're ready to go. First pitch about to be delivered. So you have a left-handed batter against the lefty on the hill. And we are underway. And the pitch misses high and inside. Ball one to Smelzer. Landon hitting .267 for the season with 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in. 2 home runs, good for third on the team. He's also got 1 double this year. Tennessee wearing the home whites. Tennessee Tech adorned in purple. Pitch lifted high and foul out of play towards left. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Smelzer. Where's the number 19, 6'1", 210 pounds, a sophomore from Johnson City out of Science Hill High. Breaking ball misses up and in, and it's now 2-1 in favor of the 6'1" sophomore. Tennessee Tech enters tonight's game 7-8. The Volunteers 12-4. And Tennessee about ready to dive into SEC play. Another pitch misses up. Working the inner part of the plate. And the lead hitter for the Golden Eagles working an advantage count at 3-1. Fastball right down Broadway, taken for strike 2, and the count runs full, 3-2. As a team, the Eagles hit .231. In their 15 games, they have scored 70 runs. They have 8 home runs, 68 runs batted in. Swing and a pop-up foul. Up and over the third base dugout into the stands. Fan caught it on the fly. It remains 3-2. 8 home runs, 68 runs batted in, 19 doubles, 3 triples. And the Golden Eagles are 7 for 9 stealing bases as a squad. Pitch lined into the left center field. That'll get down for a hit. Good piece of hitting by Smelzer. And the lead man is on for Tennessee Tech. So Tracy gives up a single to start. It's just the third hit he's allowed this year. So now, here's Connor Croson. Right-handed hitting third baseman. 6 runs batted in, has a double to account for his extra base hit. .256 average. Right-handed batter swings and fouls that one straight back to the screen. And it's strike 1. Where's the number 10? 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, a senior from Okotoks, Alberta in Canada, which is about 25 to 30 miles south of Calgary. That's a heck of a commute.
It is. They have some players from the state of Tennessee, but some guys that have logged some miles to get to Tennessee Tech.
So the lead man on, strike 1 to the batter. Here's the pitch from Tracy. Swing and a miss for strike 2, count 0-2. Matt Braga, his second stint as the head coach in Cookeville, his 20th season coaching the Golden Eagles. Called strike on the inside corner, breaking ball in. And that'll be out number 1 as Croson is set down. A punch out for out number 1.
Yeah, Tracy, fastball 90 to 92. We saw that a little bit more to the first batter, but more off speed to Croson, including finishing him off with his change and his slider.
Jorsixt Jimenez. First name Jorsixt. First pitch misses high and just off the plate. Right-handed batter. Looks like he does a lot of everything for Tennessee Tech. Hitting .333 for the season, which is the second highest number in the lineup. 3 home runs, ties him for the team lead. Has 21 runs batted in. That ball hit high in the air towards left field. Going back is right, but he will have room on the warning track and make the catch. I thought ball off the bat, that one might hit the porch, but Garrett Wright had it all the way, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, I'm with you. That looked like trouble, and Jimenez is tied for first in the OVC in runs driven in. So you outlined how the numbers were so good for the Golden Eagles, and that very fortunate for Tennessee held up.
So now here's the cleanup hitter, Owen Lee, left-handed hitting shortstop. Lead man reached with a single to left center. Since then, a called third strike and a fly ball to the warning track and left. A step and a throw to first. Smelser has not attempted a stolen base. As we pointed out, the Golden Eagles are 7 for 9 running the base paths. So they pick their spots well. They just don't pick them very frequently.
Finally, a team with fewer stolen bases and attempts than Tennessee. Haven't seen a lot of those.
Breaking ball. Late show a bunt. Bunted foul by Lee. He's a redshirt sophomore, 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, from Trenton, Tennessee, out of Peabody High. But Jimenez is from the Dominican Republic, played first at Queens College in New York before finding his way to Cookeville. A buzz of the tower. Fastball up and in to the left-handed batter. And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Queens College in New York. That's Queens College for knowledge. Ball's looking for the last out. A step and a throw to first by Tracy. For the Balls defensively, it's Garrett Wright in left, Jay Abernathy in center, Reese Chapman in right. The infield third to first is Henry Ford, Manny Marin, Tyler Myatt, and Blake Grimmer. And the battery for the Big Orange, Stone Lawless behind the plate, Taylor Tracy on the hill for the University of Tennessee. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, and that puts the count at 1-2. 3 doubles for Owen Lee to go along with his 3 home runs. 6 extra base hits. It's the second most on the club. Swing and miss again. A little swing and miss from Taylor Tracy, and that ends the inning. A leadoff single. And for the Golden Eagles, it's no runs, a hit, 1 man left. It's Tennessee Tech nothing. Tennessee coming to bat as you listen to Tennessee baseball.
It's time for tonight's game of Guess the Little Leaguer, presented by the YMCA. Think you know who it is? Scan the QR code on the board now. One lucky fan with the correct answer will win a Big Orange prize.
Bottom of the first, Tennessee Tech nothing. Tennessee coming to bat. Let's tell you about the starter for the visiting Golden Eagles of Tennessee Tech. It is redshirt junior right-hander and utility player. Number 16, Lawson Strickland, 5'11", 205 out of Decatur, Alabama. No wins or losses, ERA of 9. This is Strickland's 3rd appearance on the year, his first start. He's worked just 2 innings, given up 3 hits, 4 runs. However, just 2 of those earned. He has walked 2, struck out 1. He's given up 3 extra base hits. They're all doubles. An opponent's hitting .300 against the starter for Tennessee Tech. Redshirt junior right-hander Lawson Strickland. Here's the lineup for the 12-4 Tennessee Volunteers. Leading off today, left fielder junior number 5, Garrett Wright. Batting second today, the designated hitter, sophomore number 1, Blaine Brown. Hitting third for the Vols at third base, junior number 9, Henry Ford. In the cleanup spot in the Tennessee order at first base, redshirt sophomore number 14, Blake Grimmer. Hitting fifth in right field, senior number 13, Reese Chapman. Batting sixth and catching, redshirt sophomore number 27, Stone Lawless. Batting seventh, second baseman, redshirt sophomore number 20, Tyler Myatt. Hitting eighth, the shortstop, sophomore number 4, Manny Marin.
And the first pitch misses high and outside, ball 1 to Garrett Wright.
And batting ninth, center fielder, sophomore number 8, Jay Abernathy.
Favorite son of Massillon, Ohio, number 5, Garrett Wright. Catcher and outfielder, Tennessee's left fielder, a 6-foot junior, 195 pounds. Ball hit high in the air towards left field. Going back is Braga at the wall. He looks up, and that ball is gone. His first swing is Tennessee's leadoff hitter, and it lands on the porch. First home run as a Tennessee Volunteer for Garrett Wright. His first run driven in, his 5th run scored, and just like that, Tennessee has the lead against Tennessee Tech. Home run, Garrett Wright. Go ahead.
Brilliant coaching to put Garrett Wright in the leadoff spot with this on-base percentage. Goodness, he is off to an incredible start.
23rd home run for the Volunteers, 96th run scored. And it's 1-0 Volunteers for Blaine Brown. Wow, that's a good way to start.
Yeah. I was going to say I really like the lineup changes, including Brown here. You may see some more pitches in front of Henry Ford.
So, left-handed batter against the right-hander. Pitch misses high, ball 1. Brown hitting .306 for the season. Shares the team lead with 5 home runs. Also tied as he sets the pace with 15 runs batted in. That ball rocketed foul right towards Ross Kivett, the first base coach. 1 ball, 1 strike to the sophomore from Houston. 6'5", 200 pounds. Played last year at Rice. This is his first year at Tennessee. Moves up to the 2 spot in the order. And awaits the 1-1. Pitch misses in. 2 balls and a strike. Tennessee with a leadoff home run. Brown takes a pitch low and inside. And the ball's DH now works ahead in the count 3-1. 99 miles an hour. Ball off the bat. Nearly 376 feet. Tail of the tape on the home run for Garrett Wright. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to the batter that runs the count full. Brown with 6 doubles to go along with his 5 home runs. His 11 extra base hits top the team. Pitch inside, ball 4. And Brown will take his base.
Nice shot by Blaine Brown. He had the swing and miss at 3-1 and saw a fastball prior to that and then change up afterwards. So change speeds on him, but Brown knew what to expect and was patient and waited for his pitch in the zone, didn't get it, and drew the walk.
Yeah. That's the 5th free pass he's drawn this year. The cool thing about him drawing a walk is you get to put his initials on your scorecard.
Yeah. And that's a good thing in front of this guy.
Yes. Henry Ford had a really good series for Tennessee against Wright State. Hitting in the 3 spot. The junior from Charlottesville, Virginia, takes a pitch high. Right-handed batter against the right-hander, Lawson Strickland. A run in, man at first, nobody out. Ford hitting .353. Like Brown, 5 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Pitch misses low, 2-0. Good eye by the ball's third baseman. He's also contributed 3 doubles. And he is tied for the team lead with Jay Abernathy with 15 runs scored. Where's the number 9, 6'5", 220 pounds? Made the move from the ACC to the SEC. As he bid the Commonwealth of Virginia a fond farewell to come back to Tennessee, where he finished his high school ball at Baylor down in Chattanooga. Another pitch misses upstairs as they work outer part of the plate. 3 balls, no strikes to Henry Ford as Brown gets his lead from first. Blaine, 1 for 1 stealing bases. As a team, 10 for 12. Strike on the outside corner, and it's 3-1. A number of opponents have run on Tennessee Tech. 30 attempts against the Eagles. They have thrown out 8 trying to steal. Pitch outside and low. Back-to-back walks, and it'll be 2 on, a run in, and nobody out for Blake Grimmer.
Well, you can just see the difference in the approach so far. Gotta keep this going, string some things together. But you saw the Garrett Wright home run, aggressive, didn't overswing, line drive, swing over the fence, and then 2 walks drawn, which they did not draw a walk in their shutout on Sunday.
Left-handed batter against the right-hander. Grimmer, the cleanup hitter for Tennessee, hitting .286. Home run, 3 runs batted in. Home run was key as Tennessee came back to win Friday night against Wright State 4-3. His home run brought Tennessee within 1 as the Raiders led 3-2 at that time. Takes a big rip, sends that one foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to the redshirt sophomore who wears number 14, 6'3", 208 pounds, Spring Lake, Michigan, the hometown. Brown, the runner at second. Ford off of first. Home run by Garrett Wright to start it all in this bottom of the first. And the pitcher will go ahead, spin, and fire to the shortstop. That gives them a bluff to use later in the inning. Blake, patient at the plate. Pitch on its way. Misses in, and it's 2-1. Shortstop playing right behind the base runner at second, almost straight up the middle. Third baseman a step out of the baseline. Pitch misses low. 3-1. Three balls and a strike. After the home run, back-to-back free passes. Strickland in danger of offering another one. That pitch cut on, fouled straight back to the screen. That'll put the count full at 3-2. Grimmer ready as he eyes the pitcher. Check a second. Ball delivered. Roped into right field. It'll be played on a hop by Jimenez. And everybody will move up a station. Second hit for Tennessee. So far, all 4 hitters have reached. And there'll be a ball at every base for Reese Chapman after the single by Grimmer.
Well, I wonder if Jimenez thought that was going to get to him in the air. He really didn't move up. Maybe he just read it so well that he didn't bother to move because he knew it was going to drop in front of him. But there was no forward motion towards the ball. But nice job there by Blake Grimmer.
Head coach for Tennessee Tech, Matt Braga, makes his way to the mound to talk things over with his starter. As we mentioned, just the 3rd appearance for Strickland. His first start, Garrett Wright teed off for a home run onto the porch, as this was his first night in the leadoff spot Since then, back-to-back walks and a ripped single to right. The number. A little different for Tennessee with 2 of their 3 looks, names on the backs of the jerseys. Reese Chapman hits a high fly ball towards right, ranging over by the line. Jimenez will watch that one miss foul, and it is strike 1. Nearly a grand slam for Reese Chapman. Knew what he was looking for. He just got out in front of it. Reese with a home run, 8 runs batted in, has 6 doubles this year, a .304 average. Left-handed batter against the right-hander on the hill, and that ball drilled in the air towards right. I think he straightened it out. There it goes into the bullpen. A grand slam for Reese Chapman, and it's 5 for Tennessee here in the bottom of the first. His second home run. Runs batted in 9, 10, 11, and 12. Touch them all, Reese. 2 big blasts for the Big Orange, and it's 5 right out of the chute for Tennessee against Tennessee Tech. Home run, grand slam, Reese Chapman.
Our first granny of the season. This offense has been among the best in recent years in the country in hitting grand slams and finally breaking through there. But my goodness, Reese Chapman knew exactly what he was looking for. Fastball elevated, and that pretty left-handed swing took care of everything after that.
Here is Stone Lawless. He takes a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Stone trying to get on track. Got off to a great start this season, but he's fallen off the table since then. Steps in with an average of .235. Pitch, tails outside, good eye by the redshirt sophomore from Huntsville, Alabama. He's got 2 home runs. He's driven in 6. Also has a double this year. That ball driven in the air towards right field. Going back is Jimenez on the track, a leap at the fence, and he makes the catch. Great pursuit by the right fielder for Tennessee Tech, and that is the first out of the inning, and it was almost extra bases.
That's something that Stone might be able to build off of, though. That was a confident swing, got barrel on it, and he hasn't had a ton of hard-hit balls during the stretch where he struggles, so good to see him make good contact.
Here's Tyler Myatt, left-handed hitting second baseman as he gets into the lineup tonight. First pitch is fouled straight back, kicks hard off of the backstop, and so Ross Kivett will track down the ball about halfway up the first base line. 5 runs, 3 hits for Tennessee. No runs, a hit for Tennessee Tech. Both walks come home to roost. And of the 3 hits, it's been leadoff home run, single to load the bases, and grand slam. Myatt wears the number 20, can play the infield or the outfield starting at second tonight. Checks his swing on a pitch, outer part of the plate. Ball 2 to the batter, according to third base umpire Michael Holman. 6 feet tall, 210 pounds, from Tazewell, Tennessee. Formerly Walter State Community College. Swing and a miss on a pitch down in the zone. And that sets the ledger at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Balls 5, Tennessee Tech nothing. 1 out, bases empty, bottom of the first. Pitch upstairs, and that runs the count full. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. It is the 3rd walk in the inning. Here's Manny Marin. And Manny's going to face a different pitcher. Coach Braga makes his way back to the mound. And since there was the visit earlier, this time he brings with him the hook. So 7 batters in. 6 have reached, 5 have scored, and there's 1 out. And so we will see a new pitcher for Tennessee Tech, as I believe a left-hander is making his way in from the pen. You look at what the Golden Eagles have encountered. They opened the season with 3 games at Texas A&M. Lost all 3, 15-6, 23-7, and 7-1. Then strung together 5 straight wins. At home, beat Lipscomb 7-5. 4-game sweep of the Bobcats from Ohio U. 8-3, 6-4, 6-1, and 6-3. Made the trip to Murfreesboro. Lost 11-1 in 8 innings. Lost to Illinois Chicago 8-0 on the next to last day of February. Beat Alabama A&M 7-4. Lost to Notre Dame as they took part in a classic. They lost that one 11-0. They won the first game last weekend at Georgia Southern 5-2, and then lost the last 2, 14-4 and 11-6. That's how they got to 7-8 on the season. 6-2 at home, 1-6 on the road. And it is indeed a left-hander that takes over for Tennessee Tech.
That's right. It's number 28, Eli Huddleston, 5'10", 185, a redshirt sophomore from Silver Point, Tennessee. Start at Upperman High School. Huddleston on the season, no wins or losses, 13.50 is the earned run average. This is his 4th appearance on the year, all in relief. He does have one of Tennessee Tech's 4 saves on the season. Huddleston has worked just 2 innings, given up 3 hits, 3 runs, all of those earned. Walked 1, struck out 2. Opponents hitting .200 against the new pitcher for Tennessee Tech here in the bottom of the first, left-hander Eli Huddleston.
First volunteer to face him will be shortstop Manny Marin, and then center fielder Jay Abernathy. There's 1 out, 1 on for Tennessee in the bottom of the first. Garrett Wright in the leadoff spot. A home run onto the porch to open the scoring. Back-to-back walks to Blaine Brown and Henry Ford. Single by Blake Grimmer loaded the bases, and then Reese Chapman unloaded him as he unloaded on a pitch that he sent into the Tennessee bullpen for a grand slam, his 2nd home run of the season. A toss to first, the runner back safely. Myatt, after working a walk, has yet to attempt a stolen base this year. Stone Lawless with a fly ball to the wall in right, just past the scoreboard. The only out in the inning. Sweeping curveball misses off the plate. Left-hander working to the right-handed batter, and it's ball 1. Manny was 4 for 4 at the plate this past weekend. Walked it off for Tennessee with a game-winning single on Friday night. And that ball rocketed, tucked inside the line at third. Into the corner it goes. The hot hitting continues for the young man from Hialeah. Racing to third, stopping is Myatt. It'll be a double for the Vols shortstop, his 3rd on the season. Hit number 4 for the Big Orange, and it's 2 in scoring position for Jay Abernathy.
Fastball in. Marin was ready for it. 84 miles per hour, not overpowering stuff. Try to work backwards with breaking pitches to start, and then, the first pitch, and then fastball inside. But Marin pounced all over it, pull side.
Jay Abernathy against the lefty. Checks his swing. Foul tip. Was it a foul tip or was it a ball?
Yeah, I think it was a foul tip.
Scoreboard says ball 1. Was hoping the umpire would give us the high sign. We have yet to see that. So we think it's 0-1. Pitch high. We know that for sure is ball 1. Maybe ball 2. And it is 1-1.
Wow.
We were all over it. Two on, 1 out. Swinging a foul ball off the very end of the bat. Strike 2 to the batter. 1-2 to Abernathy. Jay hitting .269 for the season. Home run, 6 runs batted in, 3 doubles and a triple. Where's the number 8? 5'10", 177 pounds from Ackworth, Georgia. Works with Myatt, the runner at third. Manny Marin, the shortstop, standing tall at second. Strike on the outside corner. Good location by Huddleston, and that's out number 2 in the inning. The first out recorded by the reliever.
A little bit more juice to that fastball. That was at 88, and he painted the black. So I think Jay might have been looking for a breaking pitch there, but unfortunate for him. He's another regular for Tennessee that you want to see get going offensively.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Garrett Wright, a home run to open the bottom of the first. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Right-handed batter against the lefty, Huddleston. Myatt at third. Marin off second. Check of second. Check again. Pitch on its way. Fastball misses in. 1-1 the count. A home run, a run batted in, 5 runs scored. That's how it reads for left fielder Garrett Wright. Pitch tails away from the right-handed batter. He now works ahead in the count, 2-1. The lefty again. A double check of second. Pitch in. Hits the shoulder, or I should say the arm, of Wright, and he gets on again. It's one of the things he does best. Made his first appearance in the lineup last Wednesday, and as he takes the dose there, he now has the team lead 5 times to Levi Clark's 4.
He's been hit 54 times in his career. Unbelievable.
Vols have loaded the bases for the second time in this inning. Lefty versus lefty. Blaine Brown takes a fastball high. Ball 1. The designated hitter walked. Was able to stroll home from third on the grand slam by Reese Chapman. Home run by Wright. He's the runner at first after his second AB. Breaking ball tails outside, now 2-0 to the Tennessee sophomore. 5 home runs, 15 runs batted in. 5 runs, 4 hits for the Vols. No runs, a hit for Tennessee Tech. A lengthy bottom of the first. Pitch just misses low. It's now 3-0. As the labor on the mound continues for the team from Cookeville. Strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Taking all the way was Brown. Huddleston again ready. Into his windup. Outside and low, ball 4. Run batted in number 16 for Blaine Brown. His second walk this inning. It's the first issued by Huddleston. And it's Tennessee 6. Tennessee Tech nothing. And here's Henry Ford. He also walked earlier in this inning and came home on the grand slam by Chapman. 6-0. 6 runs on 4 hits. Pitch down and in. Left-hander working to the right-handed batter. Marin now the runner at third. Swing and a pop-up sky high. First base side. 1-1 the count. Garrett Wright now at second. Blaine Brown, the team leader, and runs batted in with 16. Pitch up. 2-1 as Ford lets it pass. Myatt scores for the 7th time this season. That ball lined into left center field for a base hit. Here comes Marin. He'll score. Wright racing around third. He'll come home. They're going to send Brown around from third. It's a bases clearing double for Henry Ford. His fourth two-base hit of the season. 18 runs batted in for the junior from Charlottesville. And it's 9 for Tennessee to open the ball game. 9 runs in the bottom of the first, and a bases clearing double for Henry Ford. And now a man at second for Blake Grimmer.
Man, what can you say? Henry Ford is so good. Can't leave mistake pitches up there. Didn't have to leave the yard to hack it when it makes such solid contact off bat.
Pitch to Grimmer, skips low and away, past the catcher. Well, actually, he caught it very nicely on the short hop, and it is ball 1. 9 runs on 5 hits. 4 of Tennessee's runs are walks. Are represented by walks, I should say. Another breaking ball misses lower part of the zone, outer part of the plate. Ford at second. 9 times Tennessee has scored. Swinging a foul ball straight back. It's 2-1 to Grimmer. He is now the 13th man to the plate. First 7 were faced by Lawson Strickland. And now Eli Huddleston is trying to get a second out for him and the last out of the inning. Pitch up and in, ball 3. Reese Chapman might get another turn. Another pitcher sprints down to the bullpen. There's a ground ball towards first. Gobbled up by Kroll. He'll tag the bag, and that ends the inning. But what an inning for Tennessee. 9 runs on 5 hits. 2 home runs and a 3-run double. One of the home runs a grand slam. After 1, it's Tennessee 9, Tennessee Tech nothing. This is Tennessee baseball.
Second baseman, Eddie Garza.
Eddie Garza leads it off for Tennessee Tech in the top of the second. Taylor Tracy, a long wait. He gave up a leadoff single and then set down the next 3. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. He'll face hitters 5, 6, and 7. Garza, the second baseman, wears the number 7. Another swing and a miss on the curveball. Left-handed pitcher working to the right-handed batter. Garza leads the team with a .358 average. He also has 3 doubles, 4 runs scored. Tennessee plays the second baseman, Myatt, almost straight up the middle. Pitch laced towards right, but it's slicing foul. It will kick off the screen. It is a foul ball, and the count remains 0-2. Eddie Garza, Manny Garza, and Nash Kroll due up for Tennessee Tech as the Eagles look for an answer. Pitch, check swing on the ball that skipped in to the catcher, Lawless. Appreciate the efficiency. Stone came up with the ball, tagged the runner as he appealed to first. Then you found out it was ball 1. Pitch just misses in. Garza actually turned his left shoulder away from the breaking ball. And it's now 2-2. Cloudy skies since the teams arrived at the ballpark. Hard grounded to third, charging his Ford. He'll set his feet, fire to first, and that's out number 1. 5-3 on the putout, 1 down to start the second. Couple of brief rays of sunlight as the teams were going through their prep for the start of this contest. But pretty much the order of the day has been cloudy skies, along with a good amount of rain this morning and a pop-up shower here or there since. Pitch low, ball 1 to Manny Garza. Eddie Garza, the second baseman. Manny is the catcher. He wears the number 4, hitting .211 for the season. He's got 3 runs batted in, a pair of doubles, and 3 runs scored. Takes a big cut, fly ball out of play towards right. 1-1 to Manny, the catcher. Rio Grande City in Texas. Eddie is from Grayson College. Pitch lined in the air. It gets over the head of the first baseman, Grimmer. Backing it up was Myatt from second. Grimmer was playing in, and it was just beyond his reach. So Manny, who played at Rice and Arizona State, the redshirt senior, gets the second hit for Tennessee Tech and becomes the Eagles' first base runner in this inning.
Man, unfortunate that a check hit, a check swing ends up making contact and dropping behind Blake Grimmer at first.
Pitch misses outside and low. Ball 1 to Nash Kroll, Crowell. Nash, as in Nashville, as opposed to gnashing of teeth. Right-handed batter against the lefty Tracy. Pops the leather, called strike on the outside corner. 6-foot senior, 230 pounds, from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Played at Reinhardt University before making his way to Cookeville. Called strike on the inside corner, 1-2. So a couple of Canadians suiting up for Tennessee Tech.
Making that NAIA jump to D1.
1 out, 1 on. Tennessee 9, Tennessee Tech nothing. Top of the second. Pitch down and in. Tried to stop his swing, did Kroll. But once he started, couldn't stop. And that is a third strikeout for Taylor Tracy, and out number 2 in the inning.
Tracy got a chuckle out of that. He about spun like a top in that right-hand batter's box. Opened up and very frustrated getting back into the dugout, but Tracy enjoyed that.
Here's the coach's son, left fielder Luke Braga. Left-handed hitter. Takes a pitch inside, ball 1, hitting .207 for the season. Has a run batted in, also a double. Runner at first, 2 out. Tennessee 9-0 the lead. That offering misses low as they work other side of the plate. Luke wears the number 5, 6'3", 185 pounds. Redshirt sophomore from Cookeville, Tennessee, where his dad has coached almost forever. Pitch in, ball 3-0. Had great success with Tennessee Tech. Then got the job at Rice in Houston. Strike on the inside corner, 3-1. Didn't find the success with the Owls that he had in Cookeville, so when his tenure in Houston was over, came right back to coaching the Golden Eagles. Strike on the outside corner. Nice battle by Tracy. Fell behind the hitter 3-0. It's now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. With 2 out, Grimmer drops deep behind the runner at first. And here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts in the inning. Lower part of the zone, outer part of the plate. The left fielder thought he had ball 4. Strike 3 ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. We move to the bottom of the second. Tennessee leads 9-0. This is Tennessee baseball. We go to the bottom of the second. It's a 9-0 lead for Tennessee. Reese Chapman had a big part in that with a grand slam for his second home run of the season in the first. 9 runs, 5 hits for the Volunteers. Strike 1 to Chapman as he faces the lefty Huddleston for the first time. Another strike outside part of the plate. Lower part of the zone, count quickly 0-2. So 9 runs, 5 hits for Tennessee. No runs, 2 hits for Tennessee Tech. Chapman, Stone Lawless, and Tyler Myatt do up this inning. Sweeping curveball tails away from the Vols right fielder, and it's now 1-2. Reese hitting .319. The home run, as I mentioned, his second. Now has 12 runs batted in, sends a ground ball up the middle. Sliding stop by the shortstop. He got a glove on it, could not come up with it, and so it will be a single for Chapman. So Reese continues to build on that batting average. It's the 6th hit for Tennessee, and the lead man is on for the second straight inning. Stone Lawless made the first out in the first inning as he took Jimenez to the wall in right, and that ball is drilled in the air towards center field, but playing nicely to Smelzer, ranging to his right, and that would be towards left center. He'll make the catch, and that'll be out number 1. So twice, Lawless has stung it. First one went to the track and one step shy of the wall. The other one, fly ball to left center. And so it's 1 out, 1 on. Tyler Myatt worked a walk. Scored on the bases clearing double by Henry Ford. Breaking ball, a pretty one. Drops in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Lefty versus lefty. Tyler hitting .242 for the season with 2 homers, 8 runs batted in. Chapman the lead from first. Reese is 1 for 1 stealing bases, and he will draw a throw from Huddleston. So for Strickland, the starter, a third of an inning, 3 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He walked 3, all scored. Pitch, strike on the outside corner, 0-2 to the Tennessee second baseman. Huddleston, and now an inning after getting it out this inning. 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a walk and a strikeout, as well as a hit batsman. Another deliberate step and a toss to first. 1 out, 1 on. Pitch on its way. Misses above the letters. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Meeting number 108 between these longtime rivals. Tennessee with 74 wins to 32 for Tennessee Tech and 1 tie. That ball ripped in the air towards center. Coming in, nice route to the ball by Smelzer again in center, and that'll be out number 2. So here is shortstop Manny Marin. A double. His first time. He was the first to face Huddleston. 3 doubles on the season for the sophomore. A home run, 5 runs batted in. Home plate umpire steps out from behind his spot. Quick word for the pitcher. That ball hit high in the air towards left. Going back at the wall, looking up, and that ball is gone. The heater continues for Manny Marin. Hits in his last 6 trips. His second home run of the season. He's now driven in 7. 9 in the first inning. A 2-out, 2-run shot here in the second. And Tennessee goes up into double digits. It's the Vols 11, Tennessee Tech nothing, thanks to Manny Marin.
Manny is feeling it. And Josh Elander said to some of the middle infielders, hey, who wants it? And Marin has shown he wants it.
So Jay Abernathy gets his second turn. Jay called out on strikes as he faced Huddleston last inning.
Tried to lay down a bunt there and make good contact.
So strike 1 to Abernathy. Fastball up and in, 1-1 the count. Jay hitting .264. So Tennessee with 3 home runs in the ball game, up to 25 as a squad, and a big swing. Sends a high fly ball into right. Jimenez makes his way towards the infield, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But for the Vols, a leadoff single, a 2-out, 2-run home run, and the lead is now 11. 2 runs, 2 hits, nobody left. To the third we go. Vols 11, Tennessee Tech nothing, as you listen to Tennessee baseball. 7 hits for Tennessee, 11 runs for the Volunteers in 2 team at-bats. 18 swings for the Volunteers thus far. Top of the third, 11-0 in the first pitch from Taylor Tracy. Sails to the backstop as Cade Fuller, the designated hitter, starts out 1-0. This completes the first trip through the lineup for Tennessee Tech. Volunteers have made 2 complete circuits through the starting 9. The 1-0 trying to stop his swing as soon as he started. Way out in front on the curveball, 1-1. Right-handed batter for Tennessee Tech. Lefty on the mound for the Vols. Taylor has struck out 4 his first 2 innings. Has allowed a hit each inning. Gets a swing as that curveball dropped in from above. And it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fuller hitting 167 with a run batted in and a double. Curveball starts outside. Tried to bring it back, but it did not cooperate. 6'2 junior, 205 pounds. Spring Hill, Tennessee, the hometown for Cade Fuller. Top of the order in the on-deck circle. That ball hit high in the air towards left field, going back right at the fence. He'll run out of real estate, and that is a home run for Fuller, and Tennessee Tech is on the board. His first home run of the season, his second run batted in, and the Eagles get one of them back. Third hit for Tennessee Tech, and the lead is 10 for the Vols.
Well, the big thing is you want to throw strikes, and sometimes that's going to happen when you're working with a big lead. Tracy knew it right off the bat at the swing, but see how he handles it, and if he can shake it off.
Lefty versus lefty. Swing and a foul ball. To the backstop, strike 1 to Smelzer. He was working with 2 strikes when he singled to left center to start the ball game. Home run is the 13th allowed by Tennessee, and there's a high fly ball to right. Reese Chapman gets back to the fence, now a step towards the field of play, and that will be a long, loud, very high out number 1. So again, home run number 13 allowed by Tennessee, and for Tracy, that's the first extra base hit he's allowed this year. Swinging a foul ball to Croson, called out on strikes his first time. Hitting an even .250 for the season. 6 runs batted in, has a double this year. Myatt playing almost straight up the middle at short. Now they'll actually pull him to the shortstop side to second, as that pitch misses upper part of the zone, outer part of the plate. 1-1. 11 runs, 7 hits for Tennessee. A run, 3 hits for Tennessee Tech. Here's the pitch by Tracy. Strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Again, cloudy skies persist. Just the lightest of breezes stirring the flags in right center. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that is the 5th strikeout for Tracy, and 2 down here in the third.
Boy, you can see Tracy has a very different slider. It has more depth than sweep. Typically those will go down and at an angle, but his has more depth, has more drop, and used it very, very well, complementing the fastball.
So a fly ball to left the first time for Jimenez. And he takes a pitch down and in, ball 1. Left-handed pitcher for Tennessee, right-handed batter for Tennessee Tech. 3 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Fastball misses up. 2-0. Solo home run to open the inning. Back-to-back outs since. Fastball again. Misses as they work away from the right-handed batter. 3-0 the count. Once again, the ball's pull. Myatt, the second baseman, over to the other side of second. Strike on the inside corner. Good location by Tracy. And it's now 3-1. Pitch on its way. Inside ball 4. And the inning continues. First walk in tonight's game for Tracy with his 6 strikeouts. His ratio is 15-3. Got a swing and a miss from the shortstop Owen Lee, who's back in from the left side. And now Tennessee will rotate around towards the first base side, as you've got 3 defenders between first and second, and it starts out with a fastball called strike on the inside corner. Owen Lee, 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Lawless slides to the outside part of the plate. Pitch on its way, swing and a miss. Wicked breaking ball, and it's quickly 0-2 to the Tech shortstop. So Grimmer holds the runner. Myatt, the right fielder, playing in shallow right. And the shortstop Marin playing over on the first base side of second. Henry Ford, normally where the shortstop is. Quite the large expanse from the third baseman all the way to the third base and left field line. Hard breaking ball misses low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lee. A run in, a 2-out walk, a man at first. The 1-2 to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A pair of strikeouts in each inning. And after the solo home run, 3 of the next 4 retired. A run, a hit, 1 man left. We move to the bottom of the third. It's Tennessee 11, Tennessee Tech 1, as you listen to Tennessee baseball.
Bottom of the third, Tennessee leading Tennessee Tech 11-1. New pitcher for the Golden Eagles is number 17, right-hander Braxton Lewis. Lewis, 6'3", 205, a sophomore from right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Starred at that power program, Farragut High School. Lewis on the season, 0-1 record, 10.13 earned run average. This is his 4th appearance, his 3rd in relief. Lewis has worked 5 1/3 innings, given up 6 hits, 6 runs, all of those earned. He has walked 3, struck out 2. Opponents hitting 286 against the new pitcher for Tennessee Tech, Knoxville native Braxton Lewis.
Tennessee sent 13 men to the plate in the first inning. Got a leadoff home run, a grand slam, a bases clearing double, and then a 2-run shot in the second inning. Pitch in. Second time in tonight's game, Garrett Wright has been hit by a pitch, and he will take his base as the first to face Lewis. So that's now 6 times he's been hit by a pitch, and we're talking about a total of 5 games.
If there was a magnet on the baseball and in his jersey, you would think that would explain it. But he works on that, amazingly enough.
Blaine Brown. Bases loaded walk for a run batted in. Takes a strike on the inside corner. 11 runs, 7 hits for Tennessee. A run, 3 hits for Tennessee Tech. Left-handed batter against the right-hander. Swinging a foul ball right at home plate. Strike 2 to the batter. Brown hitting .306. Second on the team, 16 runs batted into Henry Ford's 18. Check of the runner at first over his shoulder. Pitch misses high. Trying to hit that back door in terms of the curveball from the right-handed pitcher to the left-handed batter. 9 in the first for Tennessee, 2 in the second. Tennessee Tech got on the board with a run top half of this inning, the third. Henry Ford in the on-deck circle. Big cut by Brown comes up empty. That's a strikeout for out number 1 for Lewis. It is the second strikeout by a Tennessee Volunteer.
A lot of soft stuff to start the at-bat, and then a fastball up at 90, and Brown couldn't catch up.
Henry Ford walked in the first inning, and then later in the first, a 3-run double. Hitting .362. Takes a letter-high strike, and it's 0-1 against the right-hander. Pitch to Ford is laced into left field for a double. Over to cut it off. Ford is going to take the quick turn at first. The throw is going to be in time. And so it will be a single for the Tennessee third baseman, but he's out number 2 as he tried to stretch it into a double. Braga with the outfield assist, 7-4. And you do have a runner at third with 2 out. So it is hit number 8 for Ford. It's his second base knock in the ball game. But again, strong throw by Braga. And now Grimmer with a chance to drive in a run. Ball's looking for a 2-out hit. Garrett right now at third. Grimmer takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Lewis again. The high leg kick. Pitch misses outside. Ball 2. Single and a run scored for Grimmer in the first. Also ended the inning with a ground ball to first. Pitch again, working from the outside in. Misses. It's now 3-0 to the Tennessee first baseman. Grimmer hitting .312. A home run, 3 runs batted in, 2 doubles. Garrett Wright at third for Tennessee. Pitch upstairs, ball 4, and the inning continues with now runners first and third for Reese Chapman. Tennessee 11, Tennessee Tech 1. Reese Chapman, 4 runs. Driven in the first, a grand slam, singled and scored as he led off the second with a base hit. Swing and a foul ball high up the screen. Strike 1 to the senior. So in this inning, we've seen a hit batsman, a strikeout, a single, runner thrown out trying to make it a double, and a walk. Runners first and third, 2 out for Chapman. Strike on the outside corner, 0-2. With his 2-for-2 start, Reese up to 333. 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in. The 12 RBI make him the third volunteer in this lineup to get to double digits. Swing and a foul ball again. Grimmer at first has a stolen base. Count 0-2. Shortstop playing straight up the middle and now takes one step towards right field. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Third baseman playing a good bit off the line, and now they'll position him closer to where you would see the shortstop playing. Ball rocketed into right field past 2 defenders to get the job done. 1 run is in. Racing from first to third is Grimmer. Reese Chapman continues the hot hitting. And Tennessee has marked in each of its first 3 team at-bats. A 2-out walk by Grimmer. A laser beam of a line drive that just whistled past the diving first baseman Kroll and Garza into right field. 12 runs, 9 hits for Tennessee, and that's 5 runs batted in today for Reese Chapman. And it's 2 on, 2 out for Stone Lawless, who's due. And there he is, clean single in the left field to score the run. He had tagged the ball twice, took the right fielder to the fence in the first inning, flied out to left center in the second, and that's back-to-back clutch singles for Tennessee. 2 runs in the inning, and it's now 13-1 Volunteers. Run batted in number 7 for Tennessee catcher Stone Lawless.
Love to see that. It's one thing to get a hit off of a fastball, but that was a breaking ball, knew what was coming, jumped on it, and really solid contact.
Tyler Myatt looking for his first hit. Big cut is strike 1 as he goes after the fastball. Fly ball to right in the first inning, flied out to center in the second. Pitch bounced foul with a swing into the Tennessee dugout on the first base side. Tyler hitting .235. The pitch swung through for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the former Farragut Admiral. Tennessee gets 2 runs for the balls. It's 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 men left. After 3, Volunteers in control. 13-1. This is Tennessee baseball.
Caterpillar, East Tennessee's heavy equipment dealer for over 60 years. Now pitching for the Vols, number 38.
we go to the top of the fourth inning. Tennessee with 9 in the first and 2 in both the second and third innings to build a 12-run advantage. 13-1 in support of starter Taylor Tracy. Tracy now will give way to another freshman, right-hander number 38, Ethan Biotto. Spell the last name B-A-I-O-T-T-O, Ethan Biotto. 6'3", 220 pounds from Southlake, Texas. Ethan on the season, no wins or losses, making his fourth appearance all out of the pen. Has an earned run average of 13.5. In 2 innings, 1 hit, 3 runs all earned. 2 innings, he has struck out 3. He's walked 2. The 1 hit he allowed was a double. Opponents hit 143 against Ethan Biotto. Tennessee by 12. Top of the fourth we go, and here's Vince Ferrara.
Thank you very much, John Wilkerson. Middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Lee Garza and Garza. E. Garza, M. Garza for the purple-clad Golden Eagles of Tennessee Tech. Excuse me, Eddie Garza. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up. There's a chopper to short. Manny Merritt, 1 hop. Fields it, throws across the first for the out. Quickly went away. So apologize. Lee was out number 3 in the third inning. So Garza, Kroll, the 3 due up, 5, 6, and 7. And then quickly went away, 6-3. As already Ethan Biotto has to get a new earpiece after inducing that ground out on the first pitch he threw to Eddie Garza. So Garza now 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Here's Manny Garza, who has one of the 3 hits for Tennessee Tech. That was back in the second inning against Tennessee starter Taylor Tracy, who did a very nice job. Just give up a run on a solo home run in the third. The right-hander coming home. And there's a strike, 93 from Biotto. 0-1 to Garza. Garza, a switch hitter, so he will switch over to the left side and lines that off the screen for a foul ball. It's 0-2. 13 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Volunteers. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Tennessee Tech. The freshman right-hander has that one fouled off at the plate. And Stone Lawless, quick like a cat, try to track it down, but it was a foul ball. So count remains at 0-2. Biotto's last time out was against Oakland last week. Worked a scoreless inning with a strikeout. That one missed a little bit upstairs, 93. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The freshman right-hander coming home the 1-2. That is upstairs and in. 2-2. Fastball at 92. Biotto fastball 90 to 95 with a slider and a change. Coming home with a 2-2. That bounces in, and now Manny Garza, who was down in the count 0-2, has worked his way to a full count. Nash Kroll in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch to Garza. That's outside, ball 4. So got a ground out on the first pitch to the first batter in the inning, and then Manny Garza comes back from 0-2 to draw a walk. That is the second walk issued by Tennessee pitching here in this ball game. And here's Nash Kroll, the senior first baseman, and the 7th spot in the order. It's from the right side, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Takes the first pitch strike from Biotto. It's 0-1. Change dropped in there by Biotto. Kind of a gyro slider. Not quite the sweeping type of slider. It's a ground ball left side past Manny Merritt and Henry Ford in the left field for a base hit. So a ground out to start, and now a walk and a single through the left side. Hit number 4 for Tennessee Tech. And the Golden Eagles have 2 men on base for the first time in this ball game. And here is Luke Braga. Braga hits from the left side, 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. And takes a pitch a fastball that might have missed a little bit up. 1-0. So Manny Garza at second after he drew a one-out walk, and Kroll just singled through the left side. He's off first. The 1-0 chopped over the mound. Charging in is Myatt. He will glove it. Only play is over to first. He had to dodge the base runner between first and second, Kroll, but was able to do that, maneuver past him, glove it, and then make the throw over to first for out number 2. So that's 4-3. Both runners move over 90 feet. Manny Garza to third, Kroll over to second. So 2 in scoring position with 2 outs for the 9-hitter, Cade Fuller, with a solo home run to open the top of the third, and he takes a first pitch fastball for a strike at 92, 0-1. Fuller, the DH, Spring Hill, Tennessee, and transfer from NAIA school, and that's a 0-1 fastball in there for a strike. 0-2. Infield back, playing the right-hand hitter to pull up the middle. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Here's a pitch from Bioto. It is blocked nicely by Lawless, as that was ticketed for the backstop, but Lawless had to reach to the back part of the left-hand batter's box to slide over like a hockey goaltender and keep that in front of him, keep the runners where they're at. Here's the 1-2 from Bioto. That's inside. It was away from where Lawless was set up, more outside, and the pitch was inside. But Fuller took it, and that evens the count at 2. 2 outs, 2 on. Second and third for Tennessee Tech, 13-1 Tennessee, top of the fourth. And the breaking ball taken low and runs the count full. Laid off the changeup. It's more of a downer pitch. Bioto likes to work the bottom part of the zone. Payoff pitch, and that hits the batter, and that'll load the bases. Would have been ball 4 either way. But now bases are loaded, and back to the top of the order in Landon Smelzer. So on the jog, Josh Elander going out to the mound, and oftentimes that comes with the hook. We'll see. Josh Reynolds, first-year pitching coach for Tennessee, has been handling a lot of the mound visits. And often when we see 24 in the orange and white, first-year head coach Josh Elander, it has been for a pitching change. But this time, Coach Elander giving Bioto some rope to try to get out of this jam.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody that's warming up in the bullpen. So I do think perhaps this was a come to Jesus meeting.
Love the way Coach Elander has handled success and adversity this year. So Smelzer, left-hand hitter, top of the order. The sophomore looks at a fastball 92 away, 1-0. Not much wind, just a little bit in. Outfield straight away, infield back with 2 outs and the bases loaded here, top of the fourth for Tennessee Tech. That one missed, maybe a little bit high. 93 on the heater, but it's 2-0. 2 outs, bases loaded, a 1-out walk, followed by a single, a ground out, and then a hit by pitch to load them up. The 2-0, that's inside, runs the count to 3-0 with nowhere to put Smelzer. That changes the activity in the Tennessee bullpen. Multiple arms up now. Here's the 3-0 from Bioto, and that's in there for a strike. Fastball at 92. 3-1. 13-1 Tennessee, leading Tennessee Tech. We're in the top of the fourth. Got to throw strikes with a big lead. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. That works, and that will run the count full. If Bioto, with the fans trying to help him through here, can get strike 3 and out 3 in the inning and keep Tennessee Tech off the board. Here's a payoff pitch. It's popped up, fouled out of play left side. And we will do it again. Everybody, of course, on the move on the bases. With the full count and 2 outs in the inning. And that will happen again. 13-1 Tennessee, top of the 4th. There's the pitch from Biotto. Swing and a miss. There you go. Freshman gets the K. He gets himself into trouble, but then closes the door and gets out of it. Well done by Ethan Biotto. No runs in the inning for Tennessee Tech on 1 hit and 3 men left on. We move to the home half of the 4. Tennessee leads Tennessee Tech 13-1 as you listen to Tennessee baseball. Bottom of the 4th, big lead for Tennessee over Tennessee Tech, 13-1 with John Wilkerson. I am Vince Ferrara. Ariel Antigua grabs a bat. He will hit for Manny Marin, who had some kind of game. It didn't last very long, but my goodness. Double and run scored in the first, 2-run homer, a second AB in the second. And he will head into SEC play with hits in 6 consecutive at-bats, as John mentioned earlier. Here is Ariel Antigua, 222 on the year for number 2 in the orange and white. Takes the first pitch low. Fastball at 90, 1-0. So Ariel, 5'8", 180 out of Lake Worth, Florida, Trinity Christian Academy. Which with the glove. Got to get the bat going, see if he can't hear. The 1-0, and he turns on that, pulls it left side into the corner for extra bases. Antigua, big turn around first. He will trot in the second, signal back to his boys in the Tennessee dugout. A little dance to boot, and Tennessee has the leadoff man aboard with a double from pinch hitter Ariel Antigua. Hit number 11. The Big Orange offense. Now let's see if we can check this box and get Jay Abernathy going. Jay, 0 for 2 today. A strikeout and a flyout. Average down to 259 in the 9 spot in the Tennessee order. 8, 9, and 1 due up here in the inning. And that's a strike taken with a breaking ball by the Knoxville native Paxton Lewis. And it's 0-1. Braxton Lewis, excuse me. Lewis, 3 straight championships at Farragut High School for the Admirals program. Such a power in baseball in the state of Tennessee. The 0-1 miss low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Antigua off second, shortstop playing up the middle, creeping in behind him. And that one bounces in to the catcher, and it's 2-1. Of course, Tennessee head coach Josh Elander running the offense, and the third base coach's box. Ross Kivett controlling things over at first, chatting it up with the umpire, first base umpire, it looks like. That's not a surprise. Here's the 2-1 to Abernathy. Sails way high with a fastball at 89, and it's 3-1. The Ackworth, Georgia native hits from the left side, part of that top-rated recruiting class from a year ago. That's sophomores now for the Volunteers. Lewis coming home with a 3-1, and that's turned on right center gap. That's going to get down for extra bases and one hop the wall. Rounding third and trotting home easily is Antigua. The throw gets past the cutoff man. Abernathy stays put, and he has himself an RBI double, and Tennessee has added another run. 2 touchdowns on the board in the game. Tennessee leads Tennessee Tech 14-1. For Abernathy, that is run driven in number 7 on the season, his 4th double. Vols go back-to-back 2 Bs here to start things out with the 8 and 9 hitters in the order. And now we go to the top of the order as we're going to continue to see pinch hitters and more guys get opportunities as Hunter High grabs a bat, and he will hit for Garrett Wright. Hunter wears number 15, a junior outfielder, infielder, 6 feet, 200 pounds, out of Creve Hall, Tennessee. Started Lipscomb Academy. It's from the left side. RBI opportunity for Hunter. First pitch is a little bit upstairs. 1-0 with the breaking ball. As Abernathy is off second base. Still nobody out in the inning. 14-1 Tennessee, bottom of the 4th. Vols have scored in every team at bat to this point. Pitch to high, low, started to roll away from the catcher, Garza, but not far enough, and Abernathy stayed put. Hunter High looking for his first hit of the 2026 season, 0 for 5. This is the 5th game he's appeared in. Does have a run scored and a run driven in and a walk on the season. So now a meeting on the mound with the catcher, the pitcher, and the third baseman, Croson. And that breaks up. And everyone back to their positions. They're playing the left-hand hitter High to pull. But the shortstop is up the middle on the third base side. Abernathy takes his lead off second. The right-hander coming home with a 2-0, and that is lined into center field. Charging in is Smelser. He will make the catch and quickly throw it back into second as Abernathy scoots back to the bag. So Hunter High lines to center field for out number 1 here in the inning. And now the pinch hitters will continue for Tennessee as Levi Clark grabs a bat. This is the 2 spot in the order. High pinch hit for Garrett Wright in the leadoff spot. Now it's Levi Clark, the uber talented sophomore, looks at a first pitch breaking ball away. 1-0. Levi, sophomore, wears number 16, hits from the right side. 6'1", 211 out of Marietta, Georgia. Started Walton High School. Held up on his swing. Pitch was high. Runs the count to 2-0. 14-1. Volunteers leading the Golden Eagles of Tennessee Tech. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Vols with a run across on back-to-back doubles to start. Abernathy, who had the RBI double, takes his lead off second. And that pitch is skied in the center field, but playable for the center fielder Smelser. He'll make the catch in the middle of the TriStar logo for out number 2. So Levi Clark, 137 average. Before that at bat will dip a little bit more. And Henry Ford will stay in this ball game and continue to hit. He is raking big time. The transfer from Virginia, 2 for 2 today, with a walk and a run scored in the first, 3-run double also in the first, and then a single that he tried to stretch to a double and was tagged out at second in the third inning. Looks at a first pitch fastball that missed, 1-0. Ford hits from the right side, 371 the sporty average for Ford. Abernathy off second, 2 outs in the inning. And that is turned on and hit deep left field. Look out, Uber Porch. You've got company. That's a 2-run blast for Henry Ford. And the runs keep coming for the Big Orange. And the home runs keep coming for Henry Ford. Volunteers lead 16-1 over Tennessee Tech here in the fourth. And that is a team high long ball of 6 for Henry Ford. And the Vols have put up a field goal here in the inning and extended the lead to 15 over Tennessee Tech. And that will draw out TTU head coach, the veteran Matt Braga. And that will be it for Braxton Lewis. The former Farragut Admirals' day ends abruptly on that Henry Ford 2-run homer and another 2-out hit for Tennessee. John, they're doing it in a lot of different ways. It's not just stacking up hits, drawing walks, to strike hitting, to out hitting. Those are the situational things that Tennessee has not done consistently to this point, but boy, they are cashing in today.
Josh Elander in our pregame conversation talked about the buzz in the locker room and just how they approached what was a work day yesterday, and that's individual work day. So he said nobody in the building was pleased with what transpired on Sunday, and they certainly have had that look about them tonight.
So with the 2-run homer by Henry Ford, he has now 5 runs driven in the game, 20 runs driven in on the season for Henry Ford. That is tops on the club as Tennessee hits its 3rd homer of the ball game. And Ford has a 3 for 3 day with 5 runs driven in, 2 runs scored. And we got a new arm for the Golden Eagles, and they're going to a left-hander.
That's right. Ty Barnett takes over. He wears the number 35. Left-hander does inherit a bases clear situation. 5'11", 170 pounds, a sophomore from Athens, Tennessee. Played first at Cincinnati before finding his way to Tennessee Tech. On the season, no wins or losses for Barnett, an earned run average of 53.97. His 3rd appearance all out of the pen. He's worked 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 2/3 of an inning, he has 1 strikeout and 5 walks. He's allowed 1 double. Opponents hit .667 against Ty Barnett.
So Barnett will face Blake Grimmer. Certainly situational for Coach Elander at this point, and which guys he wants to stick with and which guys he wants to give the rest of the night off and give other guys an opportunity. But makes sense with Blake Grimmer as he got a late start. Last Wednesday was his debut of the 2026 season. So want to get him some more ABs. First pitch, breaking ball away, and in the turf, 1-0. Blake, his 4th at-bat, 4th time through the lineup here in the 4th inning. Blake 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. And a big cut there through the 0-1 offering. And it's 1-1. Golden Eagles defense playing the left-hand hitter, pulls side with a shortstop up the middle. 16-1 Tennessee, bottom of the 4th. And that breaking ball looked at low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Blake Grimmer. Volunteers have out-hit the Golden Eagles 13-4 and a 15-run advantage in the run column. So, yes, the run rule is in order. Just got work to do to get to the 7th. That's fouled back to the screen. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Nobody on for Tennessee as Henry Ford just cleared the bases with a 2-run homer to left. With 2 outs, inning started with back-to-back doubles by Antigua and Abernathy. Abernathy's scored Antigua for an RBI. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled in on the hands of Grimmer. That was 71 on that slow curve from the left-hander Barnett. Not a lot of velo for the Athens, Tennessee native, and Grimmer wanted to hammer it, but couldn't make solid contact. Here comes another 2-2 pitch, and that's well away. And Grimmer's worked his way to a full count. No wind right now here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Be nice now that we got to daylight savings time if we get some sun and extend the daylight hours. Here's the payoff pitch, and that's low and away. Ball 4. Blake Grimmer's drawn his 2nd walk in the ball game, 2nd in as many times in the box. Grimmer now has walked 4 times on his young season. So a man on for Nate Eisfelder, who will pinch hit for Reese Chapman in the 5 spot in the order.
He actually went into right field top half of this inning.
Okay. Thank you. My apologies there. So Nate will get his first at-bat, looking for his first hit as a Tennessee Volunteer, the freshman. It's from the right side. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Eisfelder wears number 17. Outfielder, 6'2", 210 out of Johnson City, Tennessee. Played at IMG Academy in Florida. Eisfelder leans over the plate, pops that one up right side. First baseman giving it a look, stumbling a little bit, and he will make the catch with a second baseman basically under him. And that is out number 3. So Eisfelder was 0 for 3, now 0 for 4. Does have a run driven in and a couple of walks on the season, but his pop-up is out number 3 here in the 4th inning for Tennessee. But the Volunteers continue to score. They've done so in every inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 man left on. We move to the 5th. Your score, Tennessee 16, Tennessee Tech 1.
Tennessee Tech, number 10, Connor Croson.
First pitch to Croson, a ground ball to short to Ariel Antigua. He makes the throw across to new first baseman Evan Hankins. And just on one pitch, Tennessee has 1 down here in the inning. So lots of defensive changes for the Tennessee Volunteers. Ethan Bioto still on the mound for the Volunteers. And that's a ground ball past the mound to second. Fielded there cleanly by Mike, and he'll make the throw. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Ethan Bioto working officially. Croson, the 2-hitter, and then Jimenez, the 3-hitter in the order. So 6-3 and 4-3. And here's a cleanup hitter in the order, Owen Lee, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. But Josh Elander wants to end the outing with a positive for Bioto and give another Tennessee arm an opportunity here in the midweek. So a couple of things, couple of corrections. Last inning, Evan Hankins went into pinch run for Blake Grimmer. And now he, as we'll reset the defense, is over at first. So Finley Bates now at third. Ariel Antigua at short. Tyler Myatt still at second. Evan Hankins at first. Stone Lawless still catching. And now your outfielder looks like this. Your outfield looks like this. Hunter High is in left. Chris Newstrom is coming to the ball game in center field. And Nate Eisfelder is in right field. And there'll be a new arm, a left-hander for the Tennessee Volunteers.
Freshman number 48, Chandler Day, will take over from West Tennessee in Germantown. 6'2", 210 pounds. Out of Houston High. Day gets into his third ball game. No wins or losses, a 20.25 earned run average, an inning and a third, 4 hits, 3 runs all earned in an inning and a third. He has struck out 1, walked 1. All 4 hits against him are singles. Opponents hit .571 against Chandler Day. Takes over in a game his team leads 16-1, top of the 5th, 2 out, bases empty.
And also want to correct myself. I said 3 home runs when Henry Ford, after Henry Ford hit his. That was actually the 4th of the ball game. Garrett Wright started things out with a homer to left for Tennessee. That would be one of 9 runs in the inning. 4 of them were off of the bat of Reese Chapman, who hit a grand slam to right field. Then Manny Marin in the second inning would hit a 2-run homer to left. As Tennessee plated 2 more in that inning. And then Henry Ford would hit the 2-run homer in the 4th inning. So 4 homers in the ball game for the Tennessee offense. That brings up the season total to 26 for the Volunteers. The Chapman Grand Slam was the first Grand Slam of the season for Tennessee. So here's Owen Lee, the cleanup hitter. 0 for 2, faces the left-hander Chandler Day. His first offering from the big lefty. And breaking ball in there is inside, 1-0. Three on the right side of the infield for Tennessee. Second baseman Myatt in short right. And the breaking ball in there for a strike from Chandler Day. Day fastball, 89-91 with a slider and a change. Big leg kick, the 1-1, swing and a miss. Dialed that fastball up to 90. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases clear here in the top of the 5th. As Ethan Bioto got 2 outs quickly on ground balls. The 1-1 is popped up behind first, and it will be Hankins who will make the play in fair territory. Just a few steps into shallow right field for the out. So Lee pops up. Chandler Day comes in and gets the out against the first batter he faces. A 1-2-3 inning worked by Tennessee pitching, Bioto and Day. We move to the home half of the 5th. Tennessee comfortably on top, 16-1 over Tennessee Tech. This is Tennessee baseball.
Tickets are available now for all shows inside the Food City Center at TennesseeCenter.com. For premium seating, please contact premium@utk.edu. Now catching for Tennessee Tech for 15, Ty Denton. Leading off for the Vols, number 27, Stone Lawless.
Stone Lawless will get things started for Tennessee. 6, 7, and 8 due up in the Tennessee lineup as it sits now. Lawless, Myatt, and Antigua. Stone Lawless hits from the right side, 1 for 3, single through the left side. His last time up, 243 the season average. Looks at a first pitch breaking ball in the zone for strike one. Ty Barnett back on the mound for Tennessee Tech. Has a new backstop. That is Ty Denton in there catching now. Number 15, 6'1", 205, a redshirt sophomore from Knoxville. Started Hard Valley Academy as that's fouled off the screen. 0-2. So Denton transferred in from Cleveland State Community College after doing great work at Hardin Valley Academy. Now getting an appearance here in Knoxville against the Tennessee Volunteers. Barnett, the left-hander, coming home the 0-2, way out ahead, and look out into, actually in front of, it looks like maybe, the Tennessee Tech dugout on the third base side. 16 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Volunteers. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Golden Eagles of Tennessee Tech. Vols have put up crooked numbers in every single inning to this point. The 0-2 stayed up high with a breaking ball. 1-2. Stone has done such a great job in working with that terrific collection of catchers and being unselfish, including freshman Trent Grinlinger. And that one is looked good eye by Lawless. Looked at that. Fall off the table low, but it missed the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Third baseman back and guarding the line against the right-hand hitter. Here's the pitch to Lawless. Check swing, and he got a piece of it. Might have been off of the knob of the handle, but it's a foul ball nonetheless. Breaking ball that was coming in against Stone Lawless. Good to see him get a hit his last time up. Prior to that, UCLA was the last time he had gotten a hit, so that had to feel good. See if he can build off of it. The 2-2, check swing again. And again off the handle. And again, breaking ball up in the zone from the 5'10 left-hander, Barnett. 5'11, excuse me. (16-1) Tennessee here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch, and that is roped to a foul left side into the netting. Good contact by Stone, and he's hit the ball squarely each time up today. His fly out to right and the center were hit well, and then so was his RBI single in the 3rd. Getting a 4-time up here in the 5th. Here's the pitch to Lawless, and it's a ground ball sharply hit, but foul left side. That one nearly hopped over the bag at 3rd. That would have been extra bases for Stone. 12th game that Stone Lawless has appeared in and started the redshirt sophomore. Here comes another 2-2 pitch, and that's sharply hit in the left field for a base hit. That will drop in front of Braga, the left fielder, and Stone Lawless has himself a 2-hit day. His third multiple hit game of the season. Had one against Kent State and one in the opener against Nichols. 14th hit of the ball game for the Tennessee Volunteers. From man on for Tyler Myatt. Ty looking for his first hit of the game. Actually will not be Tyler Myatt. Actually, no, pinch running is Trent Grinlinger over first. Tyler Myatt will swing the bat looking for his first hit. He is 0 for 2. Walked and scored in that 9-run first for the Vols. That one is well inside with a breaking ball. 1-0. Myatt also flew out to center and struck out to end the third. 9 runs in the first for the Big Orange. 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 more in the fourth. Vols have a man on. Tennessee Tech holding the pinch runner Grinlinger off first. Breaking ball is low. Ball 2. Trent Grinlinger, one of those talented catchers. Great group of catchers are talking about the freshman from Huntington Beach, California. Modest lead off first, rocking back and forth. The pitch to Mike, ground ball right side. Backhanded by the first baseman, will throw to second for 1. Back to the pitcher at first, covering the bag for the double play. So Tyler Myatt grounds into a 3-6-1 double play to erase the leadoff base runner. Well done by Kroll over at first. He backhanded it, and then his momentum was taking him towards second, so he made the throw over to second base and the shortstop, and then back to the pitcher covering, who was pumped, Barnett. But he was able to catch it and keep his foot on the bag. So that double play makes it 2 outs and the base is clear for Ariel Antigua, and a clock violation by the pitcher Barnett. Ariel Antigua seemed frustrated at that. I thought at first it might have been on him, but the pitch clock was at 0, so you're going to get that call on the batter if it's under 8 and he's not ready. The 1-0 sailed high, so the count should be 2-0, and they have adjusted that. It is 2-0 to Ariel Antigua. The batter in the 20-second action clock has to be ready in the box. That is scorched, but foul into the screen. He was way out ahead of that. He made solid contact. So Ariel, 0 for 1 today. He doubled to start the fourth, and then Jay Abernathy would double right behind him to score Antigua. Ariel, 250 average now on the year. Again, big hack fouled off to the screen. Ariel taking some big cuts. So Lawless led the inning off with a single to left, and then a 3-6-1 double play. Routes 1 and 2, and here's Antigua in the 8th spot. Ariel taking his time, and now we'll get into the box, and he is ready with his eyes on the pitcher in the right-hand box. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's off the inside part of the bat, bouncer to the mound, and then Barnett will reel it in and throw to first. And that one sawed off Antigua, so to speak. And he bounces back to the pitcher for out number 3. No runs, a hit, nobody left on for the Volunteers. First time Tennessee does not score in a team at bat. We move to the 6th. Tennessee leads Tennessee Tech 16-1 as you listen to Tennessee Baseball.
Sawyer Deering. Now catching for the balls, number 30, Trent Grinlinger.
To the top of the sixth we go. Tennessee leads 16-1 against Tennessee Tech. A new pitcher takes over for the Volunteers after Chandler Day got the last out, top of the fifth. He'll now hand it off to fellow freshman, number 36, Sawyer Deering. Deering, 6 feet tall, 195 pounds, from Kimberly, Wisconsin. And Sawyer making his fourth appearance on the season. No wins or losses, an earned run average of 5.4. He's worked an inning and two-thirds, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 earned. In an inning and two-thirds, he has struck out 1. He's walked 2. Opponents hit 167 against Sawyer Deering.
So it'll be Eddie Garza to lead things off for Tennessee Tech, and chops at the first pitch. It is Finley Bates, cuts in front of the shortstop Antigua. Throw to first. It is out number 1, Evan Hankins. Stretched, had to come off the bag, looked like momentarily, but got his foot back on the bag for the out. 5-3 is out number 1, and much like Bioto starting the fifth, efficiency for Sawyer Deering. So Ty Denton will hit. He came in defensively last inning for Manny Garza, the starting catcher and 6-hitter. And a miss on the fastball away. 1-0 to Ty Denton. Mentioned the former Hardin Valley Academy Hawk. Fouls that one straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Denton, 6'1", 205, redshirt sophomore, right-handed hitting catcher. Denton 0.62, his season average. The 1-1 misses with a breaking ball, 2-1. Denton 1 for 16 on the season, with 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Here's the 2-1, rides away, fastball at 90. 3-1 the count. 16-1 Tennessee here on the top of the sixth, leading the visiting Golden Eagles from Tennessee Tech. The last 2 wins for Tennessee in the series, fouled back to the screen. And it runs the count full. Tennessee, a similar number in how they won the last 2 games in this series. Combined 18-2. Tennessee in control in this one, 16-1 in the top of the sixth, with 1 out and bases clear. Pitch misses, lowered inside for ball 4. So Denton draws a walk from Sawyer Deering, the 4th pitcher for the Vols. 1 out base runner now for Nash Kroll. Kroll 1 for 2. It's 1 of 4 hits allowed by Tennessee pitching to Golden Eagles bats. Short lead off first. Here's the pitch. Fastball at 91, missed well away, 1-0. Denton does not have a stolen base attempt on the season. Tennessee holding him there. Playing up the middle against the right-hand hitter. The pitch, and that is skied foul out of play. 1-1. Reset the defense for you. Hunter High in left, Chris Newstrom in center, Nate Eisfelder in right, Finley Bates at third, Ariel Antigua at short, Tyler Meid at second, Evan Hankins the first baseman, Trent Grinlinger catching, and Sawyer Deering on the mound for Tennessee. The right-hander coming home, the 1-1. Framed by Grinlinger, but didn't get the call, and it's 2-1. Deering had some impressive moments in preseason. The 2-1 fouled again, out of play. 2-1. Fastball 88 to 93 with a curveball, a slider, and a change. His change doesn't have as big of a velocity difference from his fastball. It's kind of a harder two-seam change. You don't see smaller differences in velocity, but it works for him. The 2-2, called strike three. Kroll is punched out by Sawyer Deering. Pretty pitch. That was a slider that froze the senior first baseman, Kroll. And that's out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. 16-1 Volunteers leading Tennessee Tech. Here's Luke Braga, coach's son. Left fielder, 8-hitter in the order, 0 for 2. First offering is low and inside with the fastball at 92. 1-0. 8th strikeout by Tennessee pitchers in this ball game. Here's the pitch. Braga looks at a fastball in there at 91. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tennessee will play back at first with 2 outs. Finley Bates well off the line against the left-hand hitter. Now he will scoot a few steps back towards the third base line. Here's a little 1-1 pitch that is low and inside. Gets stopped by Grinlinger. It's 2-1. I was talking about Stone Lawless really working with his other catchers, including Grinlinger, and kind of taking him under his wing a little bit and just sharing information. Grinlinger is such a big-time talent. One of the highest-rated players, made it to campus among Tennessee's highly rated signing class. Here's the 2-1, framed by Grinlinger. Didn't get the call. 3-1. It's a breaking ball miss there. Stone Lawless is really good at framing pitches, and Grinlinger looks like he's learning from Lawless. The 3-1 swing and a miss. Big cut on a heater up and in. And Braga out ahead, and the count runs full. Grinlinger was the number 30 overall player, according to Perfect Game in last year's class, and the number 2 catcher in the country. 3-2 pitch is popped up back to the screen. Full count. Runner is on the move with a full count and 2 outs. And he'll trot back to first. 16-1 Volunteers leading Tennessee Tech in this final midweek game before conference play starts on Friday at Georgia. Bulldogs, good start to their season. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one is hit to left, playable, starting in, and then taking a step back was under high as he makes the catch. Fly out to left, ends the inning. Sawyer Deering issues a 1-out walk, but then settles things down and gets the final 2 outs. No runs, no hits, a man left on. We move to the home half of the 6th. All balls leading Tennessee Tech 16-1 as you listen to Tennessee Baseball.
We're about to find out. Tonight's contestant for our 2 Truths and a Lie challenge is Wilson. They're going to need your help to spot the lie in today's 2 Truths and a Lie challenge from the first base plaza. If they can answer correctly, they'll walk away with a big orange prize pack. All right, Wilson, are you ready? Proud? Be sure to help him out. Here we go. Which is the lie? Is his favorite music artist NBA Youngboy? Does he really have 5 cats? Or did he actually take karate for a month? Can you spot the lie? Fans, help him out.
I think it's number 3.
All right, you think that he did not take karate for a month. Let's see the lie. Number 19, Cam Appenzeller, does not have 5 cats. Thanks for playing in tonight's game. Enjoy the rest of the game.
This guy
Pitching for the Golden Eagles, number 14, Justin Fallon.
To the bottom of the sixth we go. Nice job by Ty Barnett out of the bullpen for Tennessee Tech. And he will give way to another left-hander who is now warming up. Number 14, Justin Fallon, Fallon. Also an outfielder, a 6-foot freshman, 175 pounds, from Cookeville, Tennessee, out of Upperman High. And on the season, Fallon, no wins or losses, an earned run average of 81.08. Second appearance, he's worked a third of an inning. He's allowed a hit, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout.
So here's Chris Newstrom, first AB of the evening, and he takes the first pitch strike, fastball at 89, and it's 0-1.
So as you can tell the story, 2 walks and a base hit. The base hit was a home run in his 3 innings. His 3 runs he gave up in a third of an inning.
0-1, misses low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Opponents hit .500 against Justin Fallon.
Numbers not in his favor to this point, but it's early. See if Tennessee can make it worse. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses low. 2-1. Chris Newstrom wears number 26. Talented sophomore infielder, outfielder, 6'2", 204 out of Phoenix, Arizona. Chaparral High School. Open stance in that right-hand box. Hands up above the shoulders. And he skies that one behind second base. Shallow center field. Coming in is Smelzer. He will make the catch in front of the TriStar logo. For the flyout, 1 away. Newstrom batting in the 9th spot in the order, originally occupied by Jay Abernathy. So flyout to center is out number 1. Back to the top of the order, and Hunter High. And Levi Clark in the on-deck circle for Tennessee in the 2 spot in the order. So the only volunteer that started that's still in the game, at least at the moment, is the 7-hitter Tyler Myatt at second. And a first pitch strike with a curveball from Fallon. And it's 0-1. So Hunter High still looking for his first hit. 0 for 6 on the season. Run scored. And he takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 16 runs, 14 hits, no errors for Tennessee. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Tennessee Tech. Pitch to high, low, 2-1. High, low. Hunter High, a run driven in on the season on a sacrifice fly. He's drawn a walk as well. 2-1, misses low, 3-1. For Hunter High, talk about a team guy that everyone loves having. The coaches, his teammates, just does everything right. He knows everything. Probably run, and that's a called strike. High did not agree. That was a fastball at 88. Clipped the bottom part of the zone, according to home plate umpire John White. And it's a full count. But he's active in meetings and can run practices. He's that knowledgeable. And he goes the other way and grounds that through the left side for a base hit. Look at Hunter High. A 3-2 pitch spoiled it on the outer edge at 89. Terrific approach by Hunter High. Not to try to do too much with that payout pitch. Goes opposite fields for his first hit of the season and the 15th hit for the Tennessee offense. That'll bring up Levi Clark. See if we get Levi going. Average down to 135. Hits from the right side. And he takes a strike, 0-1. So Clark seeing a steady diet of breaking balls from pitchers. Until he starts hammering them, he's going to probably continue to see those. The 0-1. And that's a called strike. And it's 0-2 now to Levi Clark. A lot of flinching in the box, taking strikes. When he unloads one, it hopefully will snap him out of this rough stretch that he is in. He hasn't started the last few ball games. The 0-2 was away with a curveball at 72, 1-2. Clark, open stance in the right-hand box. Wide stance, I should say, and he chops that one foul to stay alive. Fastball at 88, 1-2. So Hunter High is off first. He's singled. Does not have a stolen base attempt on the year. Has a very short lead. He'll still soft toss over there. Ball nearly got away. So Levi Clark trying to work on his mechanics. Word for the home plate umpire. And Clark has asked for time. Unless the second base umpire did. Because Clark never was set in that right-hand box. So the clock just now resets the 20-second action clock. The left-hander Fallon coming home with a 1-2, and that nearly hit Clark. 2-2. Signals back to the Tennessee dugout. Garrett Wright would have been hit by that pitch, but just kidding. Levi Clark, the 2-2, and he chops that into the Tennessee Tech dugout. So Levi Clark, man on first. Hopefully he can get his groove back going offensively and be a factor again. Breaking ball, stays upstairs, 3-2. He is too good of a talent. They still have confidence in him, giving him a little bit of a reset in terms of starting. Can catch, play first base, very versatile. Here's the payoff pitch, and that is ball 4 inside. That works too. Quality at bat for Levi Clark. Draws the 1-out walk. That'll move Hunter High in the scoring position at second. And multiple base runners again for the Tennessee Volunteers. So Finley Bates in the 3 spot in the order for Tennessee, originally occupied by Henry Ford. Finley Bates, transfer from San Diego State. Good eye, fastball missed a little bit away. 1-0. Bates, junior infielder, 5'10", 180 out of Castle Rock, Colorado. Started Douglas County High School. It's from the right side. And that's a called strike, upper part of the zone. Again, a fastball at 88. 1 ball, 1 strike. Finley Bates came out swinging to start the 2026 season. He is 4 for 8, though. He's continued to on the year with 2 runs scored. Fouls that one straight back to the screen. 1-2. Bates, a home run, a solo shot. Also been hit by a pitch. Excellent defender, veteran. Just a steady infielder that you can plug anywhere. Here's the 1-2, and that hits Finley Bates. As maybe he's been in the cage taking doses with Garrett Wright. As he held his ground on that one, and that will load the bases for Evan Hankins. So Wright was hit by a pitch twice, and now Finley Bates hit by a pitch. And now the bases are loaded, and we had a visit with a corner infielders and the catcher with the pitcher Justin Fallon, and Evan Hankins stepping in for the Volunteers. So first AB for Hankins in the ball game as he's playing first defensively, the freshman utility player. He's a two-way player as well, left-hand pitcher, but concentrating in the position more in terms of his work. 6'5", 220 out of Bristol, Virginia. Big-time talent. And he takes a pitch that just missed off the plate at 87, 1-0. Hankins, Miller School of Albemarle. And the freshman hits from the left side. Breaking ball missed away. 2-0. Hankins looking for his first hit in a Tennessee uniform. 0 for 5 with a run scored and a walk drawn. But he's got a lot of power in that bat. Bases are loaded, the 2-0, and that is popped up. Shallow right field. Charging in is Jimenez, and he will make the catch for out number 2. So Hankins got under that a little bit and flied out to right for out number 2.
Now batting, number 17, Nate Eisman.
Hankins might have been thinking second granny of the ball game for Tennessee. So here is Nate Eisfelder. He's in the 5 spot in the order. Eisfelder hits from the right side. First pitch, chopped foul left side, 0-1. Eisfelder, freshman outfielder, 6'2", 210, out of Johnson City, Tennessee. Played at IMG Academy. Last name spelled E-I-S-F-I-E-L-D-E-R. Eisfelder. And he takes a strike at 0-1 in the zone. 0-2. Eisfelder looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 1 today. First hit on the season. He's 0 for 4 on the year. And that one is upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eisfelder popped up to first. His first AB of the ball game. Open stance, right-hand box. Bases loaded for Tennessee with 2 outs. And that one is hit deep on a line to left. And that is out of here. Nate Eisfelder has hit a grand slam for his first hit in the orange and white. How about that? Ice, ice, baby. Touch them all. And Tennessee is up to 20 runs in the game. It's 20-1 Volunteers. That is the 5th home run of the ball game for the Big Orange. The second grand slam as Eisfelder joins Reese Chapman with grannies in the ball game. Hunter High, Levi Clark, Finley Bates touch home ahead of Nate Eisfelder, the freshman. Goes deep to left. And Tennessee is up to 20 runs. They've found their stroke, John Wilkerson, and it's coming a big way here against the struggling Golden Eagles team.
Certainly have. And you just hope that it makes the trip down to Foley Field in Athens come 6 o'clock on Friday.
Whether that's on the bus ahead of you guys or ahead of you guys or however he gets there. Save some, as they say. But, man, Tennessee's put in the work, as Josh Elander telling John Wilkerson. New arm for Tennessee Tech. Another left-hander getting an opportunity as things have really gotten out of hand with 4 more here in the 6th. Balls with 9 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the 4th. Failed to score in the 5th, bunch of slackers. And then 4 here in this 6th so far with the bases clear and 2 outs. Another 2-out hit for Tennessee.
It is a 6'1" sophomore that takes over. Weighs 190 pounds. Number 32, Micah Summer. Spell the last name S-U-M-M-A-R. From Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Summer No wins or losses, an earned run average of 17.18. This is his 5th appearance. All out of the pen, 3 2/3 innings. 8 hits, 7 runs, all earned. In 3 2/3, he has struck out 2. He's walked 5. He has allowed 3 doubles, 3 home runs. Opponents hit .444 against Micah Summer.
So Nate Eisfelder bumps his runs driven in his freshman campaign from 1 to 5 with 1 swing of the bat to left. And more free base runners coming around the score for Tennessee. A single, a walk, a hit batter. And then after the fly out by Evan Hankins, Nate Eisfelder goes deep to left to clear him. And now Trent Grindlinger will get to bat here. He pinch ran for Stone Lawless in the 5th, who singled to lead off the bottom of the 5th. And he goes the other way and drops that base knock into right field for a base hit. Trent Grindlinger jumping on the first offering from Summer. And that's hit 17 for the Tennessee offense. And the inning continues now for Tyler Myatt. Sure, coaching staff, Coach Elander, Girolamo, Kivett, staff would love to get Tyler Myatt a nice swing, a hit, as he stayed in this ball game. That's a ground ball to second. They will go to second for the force out of Grindlinger. And that will be out number 3 in the inning. But another big inning for the Tennessee offense. 4 runs for the Volunteers on 3 hits and a man left on. We move to the 7th. Your score, the Tennessee Volunteers 20, the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles 1. Top of the 7th, Tennessee leading Tennessee Tech 20-1. New pitcher for the Volunteers here to start the 7th is freshman left-hander number 42, Will Haas. Last name spelled H-A-A-S. 6'1", 190 out of Rockford, Minnesota. He played at Rockford High School. This is Haas' second career appearance. No wins or losses, ERA of 9. Both of his appearances out of the pen. First outing, worked 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, a run. That was earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts. The run allowed was via a home run. An opponent hitting .400 against the new arm for the Volunteers, left-hander Will Haas. I'm Vince Ferrara here in the top of the 7th. Take you the rest of the way. Here's the voice of the Vols, John Wilkerson.
The task at hand for Haas, get 3 outs in a hurry and get us across the finish line. 20 runs on 17 hits for the Volunteers, a run, 4 hits for Tennessee Tech. It has to be the biggest of innings in order for this game to see the 7th inning stretch. So designated hitter Cade Fuller, center fielder Landon Smelzer, and the third baseman Connor Croson due up. Right-handed batter. He's been on base twice. He had a solo home run to get his team on the board as he accounts for the lone run for the Golden Eagles, and he takes a pitch high. Ball 1. A home run 2 runs batted in on the season, was hit by a pitch his next time up in the 4th. The lefty kicks and delivers. Strike on the inside corner, and it's 1-1. So for Tennessee defensively, it's Hunter High in left, Chris Newstrom in center, Nate Eisfelder in right, the infield third to first. Bates, swing and a miss for strike 2. Antigua, Myatt, and Hankins. Trent Grenlinger behind the plate, and Will Haas on the hill, working a 1-2 count against Cade Fuller. That pitch popped high and foul out of play. It remains 1-2. 9 runs in the first for Tennessee, followed by 2 runs in the second. Tennessee Tech got on the board with a run in the third. Volunteers came back with 2, bottom half of the same inning. Then it was Tennessee with 3 in the 4th and 4 in the 6th. Another 1-2 on its way. Just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tennessee will practice tomorrow, and then the Vols will load up the bus and head to Athens, Georgia on Thursday. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1, a strikeout for Will Haas. His 3rd of his brief Tennessee career.
Haas has got a good arm. He was pitching really well for Tennessee before he got hurt, and he was a little late to start and be available for the season. Fastball 90 to 93 with a slider and a change, which kind of has some split finger action, and then his slot is unique as well, as a tall left-hander.
So here is A.J. Marchetti as he hits for Smelzer. Smelzer in tonight's game was 1 for 3 with a single in the first, fly ball to right, and a strikeout. Right-handed batter against the lefty for the Vols. Ball 1, now ball 2. Marchetti, a catcher, 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, junior from Wheeling, Illinois, played at Indian Hills Community College before joining Matt Braga's program. That ball bounced foul with a swing towards third. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Marchetti getting into his 7th game, 2 for 7 with 2 runs batted in and a run scored. He's also worked a walk and been hit by a pitch. And he has a stolen base. Pitch tails away from the right-handed batter. 3-1 to Marchetti. Again, Haas. The kick in the deal. Pitch misses inside. Ball 4, and it's a 1-out base runner.
Now batting number 43, Aaron Moffett.
Here's Aaron Moffett from Cookeville. Redshirt sophomore, 6'3", 225 pounds, a switch hitter. So he'll hit from the right side against the lefty. Takes a pitch inside and low, ball 1. 1 out, 1 on, Tennessee 20, Tennessee Tech 1. Infield plays back. Vols would love to turn 2. Called strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Moffett appearing in his 11th game. He has made 6 starts. He's 2 for 23 at the plate this year. He's got a triple, 2 runs batted in, and 4 runs scored. He's walked twice and been hit by a pitch. Big swing, comes up empty, and it's now 1-2 to Moffett. Tennessee not holding the runner at first with the 19-run edge. Called strike on the outside corner. That's 2 strikeouts for Haas, and Tennessee Tech down to its last out.
It's just so different to see Josh Elander. That was almost a sprint out to go get the Tennessee left-hander Will Haas, but he wants to give another guy an opportunity.
Trying to make it happen as quickly as possible. So it was a sprint to the mound. And he'll quickly jog back to the dugout, followed by Will Haas, who will go 2/3 of an inning with a pair of strikeouts and a walk. So it's a runner at first, 2 out, Tennessee an out away from the win column.
Tell you about the new pitcher for Tennessee. It is freshman right-hander number 46, Jax Bishop. First name Jax. Jax Bishop, 6'2", 180, out of Rome, Georgia. He played at Baylor School in the Chattanooga area in Tennessee. So Bishop, making, much like Will Haas, making his second appearance of his collegiate career. No wins or losses, ERA of 9. This is his second appearance, both in relief. His first outing, worked 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, no walks, 1 strikeout. The 1 hit he allowed was a solo home run. So opponents hitting .250 against the new pitcher for Tennessee, right-hander, freshman Jax Bishop. Fastball 90 to 92 with a slider sinker and a change. Coming off of Tommy John surgery, so he was a little bit late to be available to the team during the season, but like what they've seen from him, tough kid, competes, they really like him on this team.
Yeah. He faces arguably the toughest man in the lineup, Jimenez. And the first pitch misses outside, ball 1. 2 out, runner at first, top of the 7th. A 3rd out for Tennessee will make this a victory. It's 20-1. Pitch misses high and outside. 2-0. Jimenez, a fly ball to left in the first, walked in the 3rd, grounded out to second in the 5th. 0 for 2 in this ball game. He's got 21 runs batted in and 3 home runs on the season. Takes ball 3 just outside as Bishop is still trying to locate against the right-handed batter. Pitch outside, ball 4, and it'll be 2 on. A second walk in the inning. It's the first for Bishop.
Now batting number 11, Owen Lee.
Owen Lee becomes the last gasp for Tennessee Tech. He has struck out twice and popped out to first. Tennessee will shift around towards the right side. 3 defenders between first and second against the left-handed batter. And the first pitch is fouled straight back for strike 1. 20 runs on 17 hits for Tennessee. A run, 4 hits for Tennessee Tech. Golden Eagles will hustle back to Cookeville after tonight's game to host Belmont tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Pitch misses outside. Right-hander on the mound, working 2. The left-handed hitting shortstop and cleanup hitter Owen Lee. Bishop, a check a second. Pitch grounded sharply towards first, just foul as it hopped over the green base as opposed to the white one. Strike 2 to the batter, 1-2 the count. Golden Eagles down to their last strike. Two on, 2 out for the visitors. The pitch, again, lined foul towards first. It remains 1-2. It's Marchetti off second, Jimenez off first, and another pitch fouled away, this time up and over the backstop. Another pitch coming up for Owen Lee. The right-hander ready. The pitch, lined into right field for a base hit. They'll send the runner around third. He'll score. Runner from first heads over to third. And it's the first base hit of the inning. Lee drives in his 9th run of the season. His first hit of the ball game. And it's now Tennessee 20, Tennessee Tech 2.
Now batting number 7, Eddie Garza.
So both batters have reached against Bishop. And here is Eddie Garza, highest average in the lineup, as he climbs in from the right side. Pitch misses up and in for ball 1. Pitch grounded up the middle. Over to Pickett is Antigua. Over to first. That's the inning, and that's the ball game. Eddie Garza took a run at it, sent it up the middle, but ranging far to his left, as he has done so many times, Ariel Antigua tracks it down, fires a strike to first, and that brings the curtain down on this year's matchup between Tennessee and Tennessee Tech. Score the last out of the inning, 6-3. And for the Golden Eagles, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left, runners first and third. And for the 13th time this season, Tennessee says, hello, win column. Volunteers broke out the big orange bats in a big way. And now the Volunteers will get ready for a day of practice and a bus trip to Athens, Georgia on Thursday. Final score from Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Robert M. Lindsey